So after months of criticism, buying mansions, having Candace Owens pull up on your front yard to ask about those mansions and saying that tax documents are triggering.
Yes, there has been so much clarity for me, a questioning for me. I don't know if I have clarity or answers yet, but I'm like, wow, this doesn't seem safe for us. This 990 structure, this nonprofit system structure, this is like deeply unsafe. Like this is being literally weaponized against us, against the people we work with. I can't tell you how many people are like, am I next? Like, are they gonna do this to me? So there's not a lot of, that's like, when you know this, you run an organization, like people's morale in an organization is so important.
Yes.
But if their organization and the people in it are being attacked and scrutinized at everything they do, that leads to deep burnout. That leads to deep like resistance and trauma. And so I think that other piece for me around, you know, what I think is important for people to understand is, and it's connected to this question, but there is a misinformation and disinformation effort to not just challenge Black Lives Matter and the organization, but it's an experiment. If they win, then it's the next Black-led organization.
Yes, it is.
And then it's the next Black-led organization, and it's the next Black person who's leading that. And so it's so important that we pay attention to what's happening, and we don't allow for they have this they know what they're doing, like how to create the infighting, how to create the distrust. We have to stop it. We have to stop it before they do it. We have to shut it down. We have to be showing up against it. And so that has been really important to me too, like taking the time to kind of stand back and watch it happening and being like, oh, this is how this works. Like we are literally the experiment right now.
BLM finally released their 990s and everybody's having a field day. Now, I'm pretty sure you've seen the good part, which is the $26 million in grants to local charities and families of victims of police violence. And I know some of you might look at that and say, see, they used the money for good things. You're all a bunch of racist haters who hate Black women doing the good things in the Black community. You hate women, you misogynistic, racist, white supremacist, colorist, egotistical, manscaped, hateful bastards. All you do is hate upon the Black community doing the work necessary to save us all. And my response to all of you with that stance is cool. Where's the rest of the money? Newly released tax filings reveal that BLM paid $970,000 to co-founder Patrisse Cullors' baby daddy to help produce live events and provide creative services. The foundation also paid her brother $840,000 for security services. A consulting firm run by BLM board member Shamala Bowers was paid $2.1 million for providing the organization with operational support. Bowers said the last BLM board approved the contract with his firm when he was not a board member. The filing also revealed that Cullors reimbursed BLM $73,000 for a charter flight and paid the foundation $390 for private use of its $6 million mansion, aka her son's birthday party and inauguration ceremony for Joe fucking Biden. So let me ask all you people that think that one good thing outweighs the months of controversy and skepticism and criticism. Do you think people are supposed to stop calling this organization out just because after all this time they finally decided to show that they did something of note, when in reality they still haven't done much to help better the Black community? We still got problems. We still got infighting. We still got people that don't want to address Black on Black crime. We seem to have all these people who take the time to let you know the Black community is disenfranchised. We're all poor. Our mental state is in the shitter. We ain't got no money. We're losing lives. Everybody should care. And if you don't care, you're a racist. Yet seemingly we have people in these suits collecting all this money and not giving it back to the community. And oh, by the way, this $73,000 flight that Patrisse Cullors reimbursed BLM with, apparently, based on one of these articles, it was all pertaining to COVID-19. And let me just ask the obvious question for anybody who's a little bit confused. What does paying for a charter flight have to do with bettering the black community? I understand in the beginning of COVID, everybody was scared, everybody didn't know what to do. But honestly, what could you do that was worthy enough for you to spend $73,000 on a flight to avoid catching COVID? I just personally feel as though that's a crock of bullshit. But that's just me, because I typically criticize black women all the time, and you can't do that in this American society. And personally, I find it a little bit interesting that an organization that started because of Trayvon Martin has given more money to Patrisse Cullors' baby daddy and not the fucking Trayvon Martin Foundation.
It's not what I deserve. It's not what any of us deserve. So just be diligent when you see shit in the media and you see shit that's being talked about. Please be diligent, because they are purposefully doing this. They are purposefully building a wedge between black people, because they know that when we are together, we're stronger. And they've seen what we've done this last decade. They've seen what we've done. And so they're literally trying to destroy us. They're trying to destroy me. They're trying to destroy the movement. And I just need us to be stronger. I need us to be more diligent. I need us to be more present. I need us to be clearer. I need us to be accountable. I love y'all so much. Pray for me, pray for my family, and pray and check on black organizers. Because this backlash that we're seeing, the backlash is real, and it's impacting our personal and everyday lives.
I'm pretty sure by now there's a bunch of people making videos and news articles saying, well, the BLM organization, we've told you all for a long time that they're con artists, they're scammers, they haven't done anything, and you should do better the next time people come around and actually try to use you for their own profit. Nah, fuck all that. I want my flowers. I want a direct apology from everybody, because for some reason, people came at me because I decided to say, hey, an organization about Black Lives Mattering seemingly is inconsistent about every time a black life is being lost. You should be out in the street protesting. You should be out seeking justice. However, you shouldn't just be doing that when it fits some weird political narrative. You should do it every time a black life is taken unjustly. Yet, we got people standing around collecting money, not doing anything, buying flights, getting mansions, and thinking that a content creation house is the best thing for the black community. It is not, and still, nobody has answered my question of how that's supposed to better the black community. Because guess what? A bunch of people holding cameras, showing food, documenting what they're doing is not going to stop all this racial infighting we have going on in this society. So yes, I would like an apology from all you dickheads that like to go around and chant Black Lives Matter. For all you weirdos that like to say, excuse me, the organization has nothing to do with the movement. The movement is actually putting in the work to actually do something about our communities. No, y'all not. Y'all standing around holding signs with your fist in the air saying, Kumbaya, please help us. You're not doing anything. You're not actually fighting for justice. You're standing around pushing the narrative of, hey, the whites hurting us, that's the obvious bad. Yet if somebody were to do the exact same thing and their skin color was black, that's just niggas being niggas. And that's a poor way to go about the game. But of course, you like going about that game. It's easy to go about that game. You think there's no wrong in all these marginalized communities and organizations because they get in front of you and they say, we're here to help you, little Johnny. But in reality, they're just helping themselves. So, in the end of it, I just want everybody to be smart with their money. Don't go around throwing things at organizations just saying they're going to help you. Do some research. Understand who's leading those organizations. Make sure who's leading them are actually good people wanting to help the communities and not just have things go their way once they get all your money. You're suckers. You're fools. I hope the best for you. And at the end of the day, all y'all owe me an apology. So subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next one. Fuck BLM.